it's a truism. It's just the way it is. Okay, because I mean, look at it just on its face, prima facie. You can sit on a mountain of capital, but without a willing workforce, and in light of the fact that slavery is illegal, nothing gets done if you don't have a willing workforce. But if you have a willing workforce, anything and everything gets done. That's how we have everything we have. All the state-of-the-art technology. Look around your house. All this stuff, the electronics and everything else. It's being made in factories, often by minimum wage workers. And then we're gonna marginalize these people, subjugate them. They've got no status already. Oh well, the skills don't amount to much, and they're uneducated. They have much education they don't have, and we should cheat them. They don't deserve a living wage. I mean, those people that went to college and got these degrees, people think, do they think though, that if everybody was doing my job, I mean, I'm going to be out of luck. You see how stupid it is? All these jobs that revolve around the problems. And if you just solve the problem of desperate poverty, those jobs disappear. So what are people going to do with their time? Oh my God, are they going to freak out because they don't know how to spend their time? They don't know how to go to the beach or learn a new, how to recreate and have some fun, okay? And to serve of their own free will and accord and use their God-given talents because they know they don't want to be self-serving, lazy, pissant, decadent slobs. They want to contribute. They want to be appreciated. So they go out and use their talents to build houses. I mean, you could do something. You may not do the framing of the house, but you could maybe do a little painting. You could maybe screw a few screws in, pound a few nails. There's always something to do. You could always cut a few boards. There's always take a few measurements. There's a million ways to help building a house. But all those man hours that would be freed up, and if we were doing productive jobs out there that we wanted to do, could you imagine the productivity? We could have the abundance we could have all over the world, extra houses, anytime you want to move and live somewhere else. You want to stay placed. You don't want to have one central spot. You want to have whatever. You want maybe a family, what do they call it? Like a family, what do they call it? Compound type thing. Like a base. That's great. I can totally understand that. Everybody likes a base. Right, but you could have several bases. We could have we could have houses coming out our ears, friends. Any way we want it, that's what the earth we could have. That's what God wants for us to have. And we could free ourselves from the grasp of these evil, perverse men that just want to enslave people and steal their wealth, that don't contribute anything. These are non-productive people. They're we produce currency, we print money, and and the politicians, we free that money up, and it goes in the pockets of the criminals. You understand how wrong it is, how corrupt it is, how ungodly the entire established system is, and how angry God must be? I mean, how our foreparents, are you kidding? My God, they'd rebuke us up one side, down. They'd say, what have you done to this country? Weren't you warned if you allow these banksters to get their way that you'd be waking up homeless on the continent your forefathers conquered? And look at we were warned, but we thought it was a stupid saying, or we didn't pay any heed, or we got taken and we were duped, we were deceived. Well, what are you going to say? Well, how are you going to answer your forefathers on the other side of the veil here? How are you going to do it? I'm not. I'm telling you, I'm objecting loudly, and I want you to object, all of us, and get it together, man. Be God's friend. That's all it takes. Being what do you want? What do you want? Tell me the truth. What's the truth, God, about these economic matters? How do you want me to see this thing? What's the paradigm you want me to have? Okay, what do you want me to teach, preach? What do you want me to say to people? You do the math. Let's be logical. How about logic, intellect, research, education, information? Let's add that. Okay? You got it, man. You got it all. And you can give it all. And that's all I want to do, because I'm a selfish man at the end. I want to be happy. And I know in order to be happy, that other people we have to go this thing together. Nobody goes it alone. All right, I know I got a bunch of stuff written down as far as talking points from this past week and comments on what's going on in current events, and recent events, that sort of thing. So I'm going to get on to some of this stuff right now. Last week I mentioned that women could be contentious. Men get contentious too. We can all get moody. And, the ladies, they're more sensitive and intuitive. Another thing about women. And, guys, we would do ourselves a great service to listen to women more. And the older I get, the more I really believe that. So whatever the opposite of a misogynist is, that's what I am. I'm an exalter of women. And I just love the creatures. I just think they're awesome. And, guys, just always remember, too, every single man for a whole hell of a long time, for many thousands of years, have been coming out of women. Okay, so you want to thank somebody for your life. Okay, what men did, we all know. Guys are paying for that every day of the week, right? But the ladies, they're special. When it comes to procreation, they are worthy to be exalted and have the greatest respect for the female of the species. And God, I just love them so much. And I just thank God so much, man. I see a beautiful woman. I mean, I've seen so many beautiful women in all their glory. And God, but I just want one. There is this ancient memory of wanting the harem and thing. It's ugly though. It's not right. It's improper. And there, in my right mind, I know. And as I've evolved to be a better man, I just want one. I don't want to make her jealous, but I know that I've seen so many of these beautiful creatures, and they're just also precious. But that one woman is what I want, and she will represent all those creatures as wrapped up in that one. You understand what I'm saying here? That I really don't. At the end of the day, in my heart of hearts, I don't want a quiver of women. I don't want a harem of women. I don't want to hurt that one and only beloved that I want to go through eternity with. I just want her, guys. And in your right mind, if you're young, you're going to come to the same conclusion. You want one, and you want to treat her like a princess. You want to treat her like a queen. That's it. You want to exalt her. And you just want to just cherish every moment of your life with her. And listen to her, man. Respect her. Love, honor, and cherish her, guys. Because if I ever get another chance, that's what I'm going to do. There's never going to be a cross word. I get grumpy, man, it's going to be between me and God. It ain't ever going to come out in an untoward way toward her. Ever. Ever. And I make very few promises, but I promise my future beloved, whoever you may be, sweetheart, and I hope it's the girl I'm thinking of and she knows who she is, but ain't going to ever, ever, ever cross you, baby. It ain't going to happen. I'm probably going to be speechless. We communicate telepathically. I'll hold your sweet hand and just feel the peace, baby. Because, I don't talk like this. And, this is strictly me doing this video series, getting everything off my chest, man. And really trying to enlighten people. And really, like I said, I'm selfish. I got to get it out there. I got to get the information I believe is accurate and correct out there. I got to do what I can to empower people, enlighten people. Okay, that's why I do what I do, because I want to be happy. So I got to help other people be happy, to free them, to let them know they could be God's friend too, God's servant of their own free will and accord, because that's the only way God wants us to serve him. He doesn't want our love because we're forced to do it. You better follow my commandments or else. No, it's about because you love me, you do this thing. And it's the path of least resistance, really, in the long run. His yoke is easy, his load is light. It's a beautiful thing. But these ladies, the ladies can be so generous and beautiful. And I wonder sometimes if they really know how crazy it makes men, that these really powerful drugs that God put in a man's brain that are released when he's aroused by their beauty. And sometimes I really wonder if they really understand that. I mean, we're different. We're just different creatures. And God, I love them all so much. I just love the female of the species so much, but I just want one. I just want one beloved. And I will treat her the way she wants to be treated, and even better. That's all. Eye hath not seen nor ear heard what the Lord has in store for those that love him. And if she loves the Lord, and I know I love the Lord, then she's going to be treated right.